All I am anymore is a man looking for his wife and son. Anybody gets in the way of that's gonna lose. I'm sorry this happened to you.
I apologize for how long that intro was, but I couldn't really help it. There's just so much good material in there that I couldn't leave out. Anyways, here it is, the main event, the grand finale. It's the final day of our mini-marathon, and we're looking at what I consider the best zombie entertainment. That I've seen, at least. This is The Walking Dead. I'll give you a little description. Rick Grimes, a cop who was shot on the job, wakes up from a coma to find the world in a zombie apocalypse. The series follows Rick, his family, his best friend, and other survivors through the epidemic. Let's start off with the graphic novels. I'm aware that it's a comic book series before a graphic novel series, but these are the versions that I'm reading. I've only read the first two, but so far, it's a brilliant series. These are dialogue heavy, so expect a lot of reading. The drawing is wonderful, showing the grittiness of the world, but also not trying to make it too realistic looking. The artist keeps it somewhat cartoonish. The black and white sets the mood, the bland and unsettling place that the characters are in. It also helps me read them, because if it were in color, I think I couldn't get through some of the gruesome parts. Yeah. I also really enjoy looking at the covers. The background picture usually has only a touch of color, while the zombies linger in the front, all gray and lifeless. It's really neat looking. The dialogue is well written and very human. It depicts how people would act in this sort of epidemic, and it's so perfect, it's crazy. That's about all I have to say about these graphic novels. I love everything about them. Now let's look at the TV series, because there's quite a contrast. Also, keep in mind that for the most part, what I say about the TV series can apply to the graphic novels. Also, get ready for many comparisons to the graphic novels here. The Walking Dead premiered on Halloween last year, and the first season only contained 6 episodes. That's gotta be the shortest season to any TV show. But I don't care, because I think they used the time that would take to make another 10 episodes to make these 6 episodes amazing. Nearly everything awesome about the graphic novels is present here. It's gritty, it's dialogue heavy, it's got great characters, and an enticing storyline. Look at the color, it's quite muted. I love that. I think this is the next best thing instead of making the series black and white, which I don't think would have worked well. It wouldn't have been well marketed to today's audience. And look at it in comparison to Dawn of the Dead. Which one looks more like a zombie apocalypse? The dismal and dark colors, or the well-lit bright colors? Another thing is that the main focus isn't the zombies. It's a character study about how people would act in a time of crisis like this. There are zombies, sure, but what really makes this stand out is that you could replace the zombies with some type of normal disease, like the bird flu or something like that, and the series would still work. It's a drama with zombies. Wow. Thinking about it now, none of the zombie movies I've reviewed really are zombie movies. Shaun of the Dead's a romantic comedy with zombies, Dawn of the Dead's an action thriller with zombies, and now this. Anyways, let's move on. How about the relation to the graphic novels? With the exception of the first episode of the series and Season 2, Episode 2, the two have next to nothing to do with each other. From here on is spoiler zone, so be prepared. In the first graphic novel, Rick's best friend Shane is shot by Rick's son, Carl. By the looks of it in the TV series, Shane's not going anywhere. Another huge difference is the characters. Some of these people from the graphic novels have not yet shown up in the TV series, and vice versa. One more thing that's different is the locations. For example, in the second graphic novel, some of the survivors hide out in a suburban area, and that never happens in the series. These differences raise both a good thing and a bad thing. The positive is that I can both read the graphic novels and watch the show simultaneously. The negative, I'd like to see a proper adaptation of the graphic novels, and we don't get that here. This show was up for several Scream Awards this year, and the actor who plays Shane was nominated for one. He's good and all, but I think Andrew Lincoln, who plays Rick, is by far superior and should have been nominated. If I had to pick my favorite scene, it would have to be from Season 2, Episode 1, where everyone has to hide under the cars so they won't get attacked by zombies. This scene is so intense and had me squirming with anticipation, wondering if anyone would be seen or heard. It is so well done. Let's wrap things up, because I'm pushing 1,000 words here. Both of these are magnificent series, and my favorite zombie fiction out of everything that I've seen or read. They're dark, realistic, well-written, and very emotional throughout. My rating is 10 out of 10 for both of them. And that just about does it for me. I hope you enjoyed watching these reviews of mine, and I hope you had a great October. Happy Halloween, or happy cheap plastic decorations and overpriced costume season. Have an awesome time doing whatever you do, and I'll see you soon.
January as April showers until